Yes, ma'am. So we can start.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Yes.
I have introduced you.
Okay.
I guess
Just
Kalpesh, you can start your session. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And
Yeah.
it's a really great opportunity for me to represent here on behalf of Artonics. And actually, I learned from you guys, right? And I am representing against you. That is really great opportunity for me. And thank you very
And
much.
that's a moment of proud for us as well.
I learned many things from you guys and from VP Engineering College, actually. So let me start with sharing my screen.
yes, sir. Visible.
Yeah, it's visible, right?
Yes. Go for full screen and then go ahead.
Okay. So as ma'am mentioned, I am representing Artonics Innovations Private Limited, and I am director of Artonics Innovations Private Limited, and it's a part of ROE group of companies. So basically, we are dealing in many verticals. Like we have started working with measuring instruments before 20 years, and we have developed some cutting edge instruments for real world problems, and we are supplying those instruments in all over India and as well as from to some countries like South Africa and uh, Vietnam. So such locations we are providing such, we are supplying such instruments. These instruments are, we can say, the power measurement instruments and flow meters. Then we have shifted our focus to the automation, that is industrial automation. And we have also developed some cutting edge solutions for power electronics and motor control uh, direction. And we have also working experience in solar renewable energy. And if I say about the IoT, so IoT is not we cannot say it's a main part of any system. It is a sub part of any system. Like if you say about the measuring instrument, right? So measuring instruments does some main task, and it should be connected to internet. So then we want to connect that instruments to the internet. Then the IoT comes into the picture. So IoT is a subset of any main system. So that's all about the our company and our working pattern. Our today's topic is AI-driven IoT in smart cities. If we talk about smart cities, so it's really big term or it's really big word because smart city contains many verticals, many segments. Like if you see in the image, so it contains logistics, industry, medical, building, transportation, even the house, energy segment, and the agriculture segment. So to have the complete smart city, so we need to have IoT and AI in all these segments to have the effective smart city solutions. So if you in current trend, everyone are saying that this is the smart city. We are developing the smart city, right? So it will take more than 5 years to have the complete smart city because we need to deploy AI algorithms and IoT everywhere with every machines, with every instruments, and even with every buildings. So that is the it should be the integral part of all the things. Then you can control and monitor and to have the some effective solutions uh, in every segments. Right. So this is the content that I have designed for today's event. Like first we will discuss the introduction of IoT and AI, then why AI-driven IoT is necessary for the smart cities, and what is the uh, AI-driven IoT role in smart city, then the IoT architecture and the role of AI in the IoT framework, and we will also discuss the key challenges in AI IoT integration. And I have summarized some effective solutions that can be used to have the uh, to overcome the challenges for the AI and IoT. So first of all, the introduction. So as we all know, what is the IoT, right? So IoT is a simply to gather data from various instruments and various sensors, various machines, and it will just gather data and it will uh, dump that data into the cloud, right? So user can monitor and analyze data from that cloud storage, and user can also control machinery or the connected devices using IoT. So IoT is not an intelligent thing. It just uh, used to gather all the data, or you can say it can be used to communicate and extend the data. Then what is the AI, right? So AI is the simulation of human intelligence. Here we no need to implement the entire mind of human. Just we need to have some kind of intelligence to perform some specific task. So the machine should be intelligent enough so it can learn and it can perceive and it can analyze data by itself and take some predefined decisions and within some set of boundaries, right? So right now we are not going to develop any robots. Just we need to have some sort of intelligence. So some specific tasks can be done effectively without human intervention. So why without human intervention? So human, if you say about the human, right? So human is basically performed based on their efficiency. If they are tired, then they cannot give the better decisions. So in that case, AI will definitely helpful to us because it is a machine, right? So it can perform based on the data they have collected and based on the analysis, and it can give the proper decision at every time. So AI will be definitely helpful in some sort of application where we can remove the human intervention. So human will be needed or operator will be needed as and when some sort of error comes into the machine or into the some devices, right? So that can be addressed by human. Otherwise, all the tasks should be performed by AI. So it will enhance the user experience and citizen experience, and it will definitely reduce the human errors in the system. Okay, so if I I discuss about the AI-driven IoT for smart cities, so why it is needed into the smart city. So there are some real-world challenges that we are facing right now. So if you see before 20 years, there are no such type of vehicles available, such type of traffics available in the cities, and humans are available to do different tasks. So nowadays, only there is no only one task. We need to be multitasker, right? So that is not possible for everyone, and it will become the erroneous for the system. So in that case, IoT and AI will come into the picture. So there are some real world challenges like IoT can help us to have the optimize resource management, improve efficiency, and enhance public services. Even it can uh, take decision proactively, and it can automate the processes that are right now doing manually, and it can do the support. It also support the informed decision making. So together, these technologies ensure the smart infrastructure, better sustainability, and improved citizen experience. So that's why we need to have the AI-driven IoT for smart cities. So what are the role of AI-driven IoT in smart cities. So there are, as I have discussed, there are many segments. Like if we discuss about the transportation, then it can become the smart transportation system, and we can work on the waste management innovations, and even in the energy management solutions, and even we can have the better citizen engagement platforms, and we can also work on the health and well-being and some public safety enhancement. So these all are the major segments where we need to implement the AI with IoT to have the better work management. So we will now we will see the different segments one by one, and we will even we will also discuss different case studies that I have collected from various area of this universe, so we can have the better idea where the AI and IoT will be useful. So first of all, the smart transportation system. So AI-driven IoT can revolutionize the smart transportation system by using the real-time data, and it can help us to have the optimized traffic flow and improve the public transportation efficiency. So we can gather data from the IoT sensors and from even from the satellites to have adjust the traffic lights and to reduce the congestion and to have the enhanced vehicle flow. Additionally, it can help to have the better optimize the public transport route, and can be scheduled based on the demand, and it will provide the real-time updates. So this type of integration will lead to safer, more efficient, and sustainable urban mobility. So these are some enabled use cases for smart transportation system. So first one is the traffic prediction. So some cities like Los Angeles and Singapore that are using the AI-driven IoT system to have the better traffic management. So they are using some cameras, and they are using some sensors to capture the real-time data of current traffic situation on every signal and on every route of or major routes. So based on that data, they are analyzing the current traffic situation, and they're providing the better path to the path or the alternate path to the user to avoid the congestion on the particular traffic signals. And that can be done with the camera. So you have the camera, right? So you can capture the image and capture the videos, and you can apply some uh, real-time image processing, and based on that image processing data, you can have the better traffic prediction. And right now, Google is also using such kind of AI algorithm in their map. So they are providing the real-time data. Where is right now? Where is the traffic situation on your route? So you can choose the better route to have to avoid the congestion. So such kind of integration is right now implemented in Los Angeles and Singapore, and they are providing the better uh, solution to the users. So right now in India, if you see they are using the timer based the traffic signals, right? So that can be improved, and that can be useful for the day-to-day transports. Second one is the autonomous vehicles, like companies like Tesla and Waymo. They are using IoT and AI to have the autonomous vehicles to monitor surroundings and predict traffic. So they are connected to the internet, and they are predicting traffics from the current traffic situations, and making some better driving decisions. So like cities like Phoenix, they have already piloted AVs in public transit to enhance safety and reduce human error. So as I have said previously, humans are prone to error, right? If they are tired, then they cannot take a better decision, and it may be some kind of accident happen when the human are not taking better decision. So autonomous vehicle can be a better solution if it is developed ruggedly, and it should be error free. So right now, some of the sensors are being implemented in some vehicles, like if you drive your vehicle, your car in a cruise mode, and if it see some vehicle uh, against you, right? If you are approaching some bus and this bus is very near, then it is providing brake automatically. So such kind of features are being implemented right now, and Tesla and Waymo are actually working on to have the uh, uh, we can say the automatic vehicles, right? Autonomous vehicles, and it will be the great innovation. And the IoT and AI will be the that are the foundational to the AVs to have the real-time decision making. The third one is the smart parking system. In San Francisco, there is a SF Park program. They are using the IoT-enabled sensors to have the real-time parking availability data. Because if you see in metro cities in India right now, even in Ahmedabad, you see there is a huge traffic problem and a huge parking problem. So there are many public parking spot available, but for that you need to go there and you need to check manually whether the parking spot. So it will ultimately use energy, time, and fuel, right? So that can be avoided if we have some kind of automatic mechanism that is enabled with AI and IoT. So SFR program is working like that. They are providing some sort of application, so you can check and book your spot for the parking, and you can have the real-time data of the parking spot, and even they are charging dynamically to the user, because in peak hour they are charging much more, and in uh, lazy hours they are charging very less. So they're ultimately they want to uh, maintain the traffic conditions and the parking conditions. So that can be done in India also. The second one is the energy management solutions. So AI-driven IoT can enhance the energy management by creating smart grids, and we can monitor and optimize energy use in real time. And in urban areas, so we can have the public buildings that can be the AI enabled, and we can have the AI enabled street lighting in such kind of infrastructure to reduce cost and waste. So, so some kind of algorithms are being used to have to predict the demand. So what is the current demand of energy and how to automate the energy distribution. So that we need to identify and that we need to implement to have the better uh, energy monitoring and energy distribution system. Uh, So ultimately, we can lower the carbon footprints and to promote the responsible energy use. So this will lead to more efficient, resilient, and sustainable energy system. The first one is the smart grids. So right now in India, we are also, uh, if you talk about the PGVSL and such kind of energy distribution agencies, that is the government agency. In India, every region have different energy distribution agencies, right? So they are actually analyzing the data from the previous year, and they are predicting some kind of uh, demand based on the previous year's data, and they are providing such data to the energy suppliers, right? So they are producing energy based on the energy data supplied from the energy provider to the local areas. So there may be some errors, right? So in such kind of predictions, and because the humans are involved in such kind of predictions and to analyze the data. So that can be eliminated if we can have the some kind of smart grid. So smart grid, there should be some sensors to analyze the current traffic, current load conditions in particular area. And based on that, we can demand the energy, the runtime. So runtime demanded energy cannot be supplied. But by using AI, they can predict by what time, what kind of energy, what amount of energy we need to have. So that can be managed, right? Because right now we are not having only one energy source. Uh, Previously, we are using some uh, energy source that are the unconventional energy sources. So right now we are using the conventional energy sources like windmill and solar panels to generate the energy, and that are not actually predictable. So at what time, what kind of energy is generated. So it will ultimately harm the instruments connected with the grid if we have the higher voltages. That can happen if the energy supply is less, energy supply is more, and the load demand is less. So in that case, the voltage can boost up to the 250 or 270. Even in Rajkot, we can see that it can goes up to the 260 or 270 volt. So that can be eliminated by using the IoT and AI in uh, s- the grid, the energy grid. So companies like GE and Siemens that are using the AI-powered system to predict the peak demand, and it prevents the overloads. And they are also ensuring the stable energy supply and reduce waste. So IoT-enabled smart grid can collect the real-time data on energy consumption and supply, and allowing to IoT AI to optimize the distribution. And it can also use to balance the loads and to it is very important when we are integrating the renewable energy sources. The third one is the energy efficient street lighting. This one is the interesting one because the Philips have launched such kind of city touch platform by using IoT and AI for smart lighting systems. They have used some kind of sensors to analyze the real-time traffic. They have also implemented the ambient light temperature sensor, midline sensor, and then temperature sensors to analyze the real-time public flow, then vehicle flow. So based on the ambient light, they can dim the public lighting, and based on the flow of the vehicles or flow of the public, uh, they are turning on and off the lights. So ultimately, they are improving the energy consumption, and they are able to reduce the energy consumption by up to 70%. And even the the life of these lights, like they are using the LED lights. So life is also drastically improved by using these kind of IoT and AI in smart lighting systems. And these smart buildings. So Google campus in Mountain View, California, they use the AI to optimize the HVAC system, and they are able to reduce the energy consumption by 30%, while they have maintained the comfortable environment for employees. So HVAC is basically the heating, ventilation, and air conditioner system. So if I give an example, if you are using the AC, right, and if you set temperature to 24 degree, and if you set temperature to 26 degree, then you don't see much difference, but it will definitely affect the energy consumption. So to have the optimum working environment or optimum environment in your uh, office or in your home, the temperature should be adjusted based on the ambient temperature. And such kind of system they have implemented in their campus, and they are able to reduce the energy consumption. So such kind of system, if implemented in every buildings or in every offices, then we can have the less energy consumption and a better working environment. And third one is environmental monitoring. So in environmental monitoring, we are collecting real-time data through sensors Using AI, we are analyzing and we are optimizing the resources like pollution tracking, then include waste management and sustainable farming. These are the three major segments where we can focus and we can work on it. So by using IoT and AI, it will become possible to monitor environmental condition and we can reduce the operational cost to have the more efficient management of natural resources. First one is the pollution tracking. In cities like New Delhi, we all know that right now New Delhi is a hub of the pollution, right? So they have many hotspots where the pollution condition is very worse. And for that, they have implemented some sensors in various locations and they have identified some pollution hotspots, even though they have not implemented any algorithms right now. But they are able to identify the pollution hotspots and they are using different kind of sensors to monitor various pollutants like to analyze the pollution where the pollution is coming from, right? So some CO2 gas are coming from some vehicles, the public transports, and some NO2 and other gases are maybe coming from some various industries. So based on that data, they can uh, do or they can define some policies, better policies to reduce the pollution in predefined hotspots. The second one is the waste management. So in Sweden, they are using the IoT and AI for the efficient waste management. Uh, they have implemented the IoT sensors. They have added the IoT sensor in the track to track the bin levels, waste bin levels. So if waste bin is filled with above some predefined threshold, then it will give intimation to the central office and the central office is analyzing the data and it will provide the message to the waste collection agency or waste collection tempo and they travel to the predefined location and collect the waste. So it is a totally automated process and by using this technology, they have the efficient waste management and they can reduce the pollution and boost the sustainability. The third one is the smart climate farming. So in United States, they are using the precision farming technologies to help the farmers to reduce waste consumption, oh sorry, water consumption, and they they are able to uh, reduce the pesticide use, and while even though they are not compromising the crop yield, and they are by this means they are contributing to the sustainable agriculture. So right now, if you see some applications are also available. If you captures a photograph of crop yard and they are providing data. So kind of uh, what kind of things that you need to take into consideration to have the better crop yield. So such kind of things are feasible by using the AI. So in United States, they are using such kind of technologies and to have the better use of the available resources. So these all are the case studies, and now we will see the IoT architecture. So this is the basic level of IoT architecture, very basic level. So, if we define the IoT, there are some sensors like this. We can say this is the physical layer, then the gateway. It can be the network layer, and we have the cloud. It is the middleware layer that is used for data processing. And last one is the application layer. It is for user, so user can monitor and can control uh, anything by using the mobile application. These are the key components. for the IoT architecture. First one is the sensor. So sensor is used to collect real-time data from a physical world, and such as the temperature, motion, and humidity, or it can be anything. And gateways are used to transmit those data to the cloud for the processing. Even if you use the edge processing, it's called edge computing, then it is processed as at a gateway level or even at sensor level. So it can be processed locally or it can be transferred to the cloud. So that these decisions are taken by the gateways. And the cloud acts as a central hub that is used to store and process the data from the device. So right now we have the 5G infrastructure uh, in place. So right now we don't have any limitation on the data speed. So we can analyze the data in the cloud very efficiently. What is the role of AI in IoT framework? So AI, these three are the major segments. So AI can be used to have the predictive analytics, and it can be used to have the automation of some sort of systems, and we can have the better decision making by using the AI. So recently we have conducted or we have executed one project based on the predictive analytics. In that case, we have collected data from we are collecting data from motors. The motors is of about the 100 kilowatt or 200 kilowatt, and we are just measuring the voltage and current. And we have applied some sort of algorithms like FFT, and we are analyzing the real-time data, and we are predicting some sort of condition based on the collected data, like when some sort of failures can be happen on mechanical shaft or on the motor. So that kind of system we can do based on the by using the AI. So in that case, we have done some kind of cloud computing and as well as some edge computing as well. So the FFT is implemented on the device, and the some uh, lengthy decision like lengthy computations are being implemented on the cloud. And second one is the automation. In automation, uh, things, we can collect the data, and we can automate the things, right? So if you say the smart ops or smart home systems, so in that cases they are measuring the current situation or current mood and current temperature and current condition of the atmosphere, and they are operating lights and fan accordingly. So in that case, edge computing is for the use to for have the faster decision, to have at the device level, uh, to have the real-time decision. So automation can be used in the home, in industry, and even the AVs. And for third one is the decision making. So by collecting vast amount of data by using the IoT, it can be passed on to the algorithm. It process it collect it process on the collected data, and it provides the improved decision on some sort of things. So there are two terms actually. First one is the edge computing, and another one is the cloud computing. So what is edge computing? The edge computing is used to process data near to its source of the data. So where the sensor is implemented, so some sort of computing can be done as the edge level. So the benefit of edge computing, it reduces the latency, bandwidth, and the cloud dependency. So even in some sort of system like autonomous vehicles, right? So if connectivity is not there, so some sort of decision should be taken place. Otherwise, it will be the disaster. So in such kind of situation, we need to use the cloud edge computing. So and by placing the computing at the network edge, it it provides the faster decision, as I said, for the autonomous vehicles. And edge gateways collect the data from IoT device, and it can process the locally in real time. And they also decide what data should be processed locally and what should be passed on to the cloud to have the faster response time. Now, what is the cloud computing? The cloud computing is now become the key to have the digital transformation for businesses, because right now we have the cost-effective and scalable cloud solution, and it enables the data storage and application use and collaboration from anywhere. So you can access data from anywhere if you have data in the cloud. And due to have some huge computational power, so it is the best place to have implement machine learning models and to have the high-end processing for AI. So these are some key challenges in AI IoT integration. The first one is the privacy. So right now we are collecting by implementing IoT in AI, we are collecting a vast amount of data that can be sensitive one, right? So it should be protected from threat, and it can create a vulnerability to the cyber attacks, and it can be the privacy breaches. The second challenge is the scalability. As IoT network expands, so we need to implement more number of IoT devices, and to by uh, by providing the vast number of IoT devices, we need to handle more amount of data, more volume of data. And while maintaining along, along with that, we need to maintain the performance and efficiency. That is becomes increasingly difficult to have the scalable system. And right now, the IoT and AI is not as much cost effective. So deploying the AI and IoT system requires a significant amount of investment in infrastructure and in devices as well. So it will definitely difficult for the smaller organizations to adopt. And the fourth one is the legacy systems. So right now we have some legacy systems that are also already installed at various places, right? So that should be integrated with IoT to have the complete connectivity with all the system. So that is also one major bottleneck right now. So I have listed some effective solutions that can be used to overcome such challenges. First one is the privacy. So here, privacy is the data privacy, right? So we can use edge computing to, and we can process data locally if possible to minimize the exposure. And right now, we are having some hardware modules that can be used to enhance the encryption and key management. And we also have some sort of encryption protocols to secure data transmission and storage. The second one is the scalability. So we can use the high performance routers and IoT gateways designed for the large scale data handling. So that we can plan privately to avoid the bottleneck when we are expanding the IoT network. And the second one is the optimize IoT architecture, network architecture. So we can use the load balancers and scalable cloud solutions. And we can adopt the devices to offload the data processing from central system. So that can be possible. And to avoid the high cost, we can invest in modular IoT devices. So we need not to have the entire IoT system at one place. So we can upgrade or upscale as and when we have requirement. So we can use the modular IoT devices, and we can use the open source frameworks and platforms to reduce software cost. And we can start with the pilot projects, as I discussed previously in some case studies. They are using some pilot projects to first to demonstrate the ROA before go to the full-scale development. And for legacy system, we can use the protocol converters and gateways for legacy modern device communication, and we can implement some middleware to ensure compatibility between old and new system, and even we can gradually replace outdated components with modern alternatives. These are some approaches of photonics that we are right now using. Like we deliver secure, scalable, and cost-effective IoT solutions by implementing the encryption and some blockchain mechanism for data privacy. And we design the robust and cost-effective hardware architectures to have the cost-effective solutions in the IoT segment. And we are also developing the custom firmware and software solutions tailored for the specific needs to ensure the seamless device functionality and real-time data processing. So it integrates legacy system using middleware and APIs, ensure real-time processing and secure operation. That's all from my side. If anyone have any question, then we can discuss.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. I'm Dr. Brahmpal Singh. Your presentation is very informative, very good, sir. And kindly share this after the session. I want to read this one. This is very
Sure.
good presentation, sir.
Sir, actually
Thank you.
already shared with the coordinators. We are actually just waiting for the session ends. Then we will upload it. Actually, you
Right,
have
right.
seen that we have already shared the drive. Day one material is there, and day two material is I am going to upload once the session will be over. Sure.
Okay, okay. Kalpesh, sir, as you have told us that IoT role is very important, but what is the scope in India of this technology? I think you are telling that in Germany, in other countries, it is very famous, but what is the scope
Yes.
in India?
So actually, if we talk about the India, right? So we don't have such kind of infrastructure right now. So we can readily deploy IoT and AI. So first we need to develop some kind of infrastructure in terms of some system, or we can say some kind of instruments that is needed, because IoT alone cannot work in smart city. For that, we need to have some kind sort of sensing mechanism. Sensing mechanism means we need to have sensors implemented everywhere to measure the temperature, humidity, and ambient light. So such kind of basic infrastructure is needed. So for now, for India, we can start with small things or small scale IoT projects, like as I mentioned in a case study, like s- smart street lights, right? So that can be implemented right now. So if we start with a small scale, then we can go with the large scale. So that is my view.
My very good. My next question is that you have discussed that IoT role in for smart cities and okay, this kind of thing. So can you explain one or two applications that are education based of IoT?
For you want to say for the Indian market, right?
Education. What is the role
Okay.
of IoT in education?
Okay. So IoT education. So I don't see any right now. I don't have any application in my mind. But definitely, if I have something, then I will definitely share with you, because I am industry guy right now, and I am working with industry, various kind of industries, and providing solution in industry only.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Hello, Kalpesh sir. Hello.
Yes, Viren sir. Yes.
Sir, actually, I have, as a part of my PhD work, I worked with IoT devices, and
Mhm.
I mounted a vehicle, a four-wheel car,
Okay.
with IoT sensors to collect semantic data of road surface. And
Okay.
after collecting such semantic data, I uploaded on cloud and processed on edge also. So we talked
Okay.
about intelligent transportation systems. So in my research, I referred ITS journals and about collecting the data from edge and federated learning. So my question also relates to the previous question, that we have the research, but then converting those research to reality requires infrastructure. So
Right.
as we are talking about AI and IoT, I think in next 5 to 10 years we will require embedded chips with AI integration. So as you are working in industry, and you are manufacturing embedded devices, are your devices right now AI enabled, or how soon do you see in future this is going to happen? And for researchers also, one thing is, finally it comes to where this will be implemented. That is my question or a discussion. You can please answer me.
So,
You can say something
according
about that. That's it.
yes. So according to me, AI is not a very big thing actually. We can start from the small scale. So any some sort of intelligence, if you can implement it in your device, so it is a AI. So AI doesn't need IoT actually. So if you can implement some sort of intelligence in your standalone device, then we can say it is the AI-enabled device. So AI can be implemented in at device level and at system level. So right now, what I have discussed in my presentation, that is system level implementation. So the system level implementation requires some sort of infrastructure and some sort of mechanisms that still we need to identify how we can implement the AI in a large scale system. That is really difficult for only one organization. So it can be done collectively. So if some sort of industries and academia come into the contact, you are having some sort of research at your end, and we have some implementation knowledge, right? And if we both work together, then we can have some better implementation at system level. But if we talk about the device level, it is a very common thing. And actually, we did some sort of AI before the AI terms comes into the picture. That we are doing from last 10 to 20 years, the device level intelligence. If you remember, before 10 years, some sort of what the term, I forgot the term. Yeah, fuzzy logic, right? Yeah, fuzzy logic was used. But that is the start of AI actually. So
Yes, sir. Thank you.
we have some sort of levels between 0 and 1. Yeah.
Yes, any questions? Yes, sir.
So we need to take another photograph with expert.
Yeah, okay, we do. Yes, please all. If you just switch on your camera. Thank you very much. Now you can switch off your camera.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Kalpesh sir. As expected, you are working in IoT and specifically embedded systems from last so many years. So you have given a very good examples that what actually AI is currently doing in some other countries. Definitely, we are currently the growing country. So very soon we do have such type of solutions here also. Thank you very much. And as let me just tell you all that Kalpesh sir is busy with his industry expo at Ahmedabad. He find out some time, spent a time for just taking the session for us. Thank you, Kalpesh sir, for your valuable time and the presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. All participants, as I have shared one mail with that soon. I will upload the same by end of tomorrow morning. And YouTube videos, we will share the link of day 1 and day 2 link with you tomorrow itself. Thank you very much. Still, we are here for another some 10-15 minutes. So if any participants, yes, all participants, you are attending the session very sincerely. Thank you all. We have a very good number of attendees, almost 250 plus in all the sessions. So thank you for your response. Without you, it was not possible at this place. So yesterday there were few problems that you are required to stay in a lobby. Today we find some solutions and created a class and all. Hope the things are okay. Still, whatever doubts you are having, feel free to discuss with me. I am here for next 10 minutes, and still we will make more smooth from tomorrow. Yes.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Yeah, Kalpesh sir, you may leave because I know that you are required to travel back to Ahmedabad. You can leave.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Kalpesh,
Thank you.
sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. I got your mail regarding the joining the channel, and in that channel, my name is not visible. It is visible as my email ID. It will not make any problem for my certificate, na, or for my attendance.
No. Actually not. Okay.
Okay.
For attendance in on ATAL portal, there is a your name is given, and in front of that there is a we are required to mark whether it's a present or absent on a particular day. Okay.
Because
So,
on in MS Team, my display name is showing as KM17029 instead of my name.
No. This is just MS Team is created from our side,
Yes,
just to make the system smooth.
Yeah.
Because we have MS Team as our official platform for online lectures, laboratories, and all, in which the facilities of recording, attendance, these feedback systems are available. So we are using that. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, yesterday I have filled the feedback form of session 2, but session 1 I didn't get. I thought that only one feedback form
Say
will be there.
I will open it for some on Friday or Thursday. I will inform. you can fill up that. Fine.
Okay, on Friday you will open again it.
Yeah,
You will open
just
it again,
connect
sir,
me
on Friday?
You just connect me with on message. I will tell you.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
sir, right. Have we shared the PPT, sir, through mail?
You got the mail yesterday, today's mail, day 2 link.
Okay. I'm checking.
You received or
day
not?
two
You
Wednesday.
received or not?
Actually,
No,
I am
sir.
receiving your FDP coordinator is there, but only feedback
Yeah.
form is there.
No. So
Yes,
if
sir.
you are receiving feedback form, then definitely at 2:30 p.m. today you received a mail of day 2 link.
Okay, sir. Okay, I
Yeah,
have
in
seen
that there is a link. Yeah, no
bottom
issue.
side.
In
Bottom
that,
side.
yeah, it's fine, no problem. In that, at last you will find the link. If you open that link, you will find the day-wise PPT in that.
Right, sir. Right, sir. I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Day one and
Yeah.
day two material is there. Two
Yes, sir.
folders are
Yes.
there.
Right. And
Right.
for
Thank
the
you. Thank
YouTube
you.
links of day 1 and day 2, we will share tomorrow.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, participants
Joshi
can
sir,
leave.
can I leave?
Yeah. Yeah. Please, sir. Go ahead. Just I am here just to, if there are any problems from participant side, just to solve that. And going to
Thank you, sir.
send the
Tomorrow
feedback.
again,
Yeah.
I think 6 o'clock in the tomorrow again 6 o'clock in the evening it will start, sir. Right?
Yes. 6 to 9.